You made it to day 8. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch my other videos. If you're new to my YouTube channel, welcome and hope that you like these videos. I do release a lot of content-based videos, meaning I don't try to do that fancy, oops, I just hit the mic. I don't try to do that fancy stuff where, I'm getting out of a car and, a drone footage. I mean, we might have it down the road. I don't want to talk too much shit. But real quick, I just want to let you guys know about the last video I uploaded, which was video number 7 about the PPP, the Paycheck Protection Plan. I just want to let you know I did confirm that is 100% real. That website is working with Bank of America. They personally tweeted me and I tweeted back at them, and I made sure it was legitimately from their company. And I did a little bit of research from that company, and they're definitely really, really big, which is a big third-party application to upload safe things to the internet. So other than that, today I want to talk about the stock market. If you follow me on Instagram, you're probably like, damn, Efren kills it. Either way, today was actually perfect timing. I do day trade or I do swing trade. I don't necessarily stick with the stock for more than 2 to 3 days, unless if I am down in that stock market. I mean, if I'm down in that company and I buy my way in until I get out the red zone, right? So today I timed something so good, right? I 2 days ago I bought NRZ, and NRZ is like this real estate holding company, and I've been buying it because I bought it and it kept going down, so I kept buying more and more. But yesterday, it shot up by a lot, so I kept it overnight. And then today, it shot up by 30-something%, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to pull out, right? Profits are there. Let's not get greedy. So I took out and I sold NRZ. And then I was noticing, I was like, why is the market so green today, right? I was like, there's no good news about the coronavirus. There's no new plan from the government to help businesses. There's nothing new, right? So then I started thinking, I was like, you know what? Maybe it's just the algorithm and the software people have, where the software is reading the algorithm and think, hey, this is good, right? But then I was like, all right, there's no way. I saw Royal Caribbean go up all the way to 30-something%. And in the beginning, in the morning, I was like, there's no good news. Like, literally, no good news. I do not know why this company is thriving like that. So I decided to short it, right? So at this point, I was doing some research. I was like, why is this green? There's no way this is green for no odd reason. And then as I started doing research, this started going up and up and up. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to take my chances, which I did put on my Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, you should follow me right now. It's Efren the Marketer. And I literally told the whole world, I literally said, you know what? I see no reason why this is so green. I am going to take my chances and short Royal Caribbean Cruises, right? And as I did, I actually shorted it at $39.30, which if you take a look at the candlestick chart, it was somewhere around here. I literally shorted Royal Caribbean Cruise at like 35% in the green. And I was like, there's just no way Royal Caribbean is going to go all the way to 40-50%. Like, there's no way. I haven't seen that. This company is still probably not making money because of the corona, and they're probably, people aren't taking vacations. They're not going to announce, they're not announcing earnings anytime soon. Like, I don't understand why this is so green. So I decided to short it here. I shorted it about, I think it was like $20-something thousand. And I was just like, okay, I'm going to short it here. As it started to take a dump, I was like, should I cover my short sale and just take the small profits? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it continue to go. As I let it continue to go, it kind of stayed here. As you can tell, I went and used these markers. If you've never used Yahoo Finance, to be honest, there's probably way better programs out there. I just use this because I'm familiar with it. If you click the little draw and then you can line it, these lines, I'm the one that put them there. And as you can tell, this is where I actually shorted it. I put that line there. And I kind of was just looking at the chart all day, and I'm just like, this chart isn't going anywhere. So I'm just gonna leave it. I have $600-700 profit at this point, and I was like, I'm just gonna leave it. I still think that the stock market is overreacting over nothing. There's no good news. Why is it so green? Whatever. So I let it go, and then this yellow mark was supposed to be my profit taking, and this yellow mark was okay. I'm gonna take this profit. But then I started noticing everything was taking a dump. I'm talking about every other, and when I mean taking a dump, right? Like you can look at AMC, you can look at NRZ and all these other companies, and they're still finished in the green. But the thing is, all of them were like on the 30% green, right? And, even though it's still in the green, I can still make money because I shorted it at the very freaking top. I shorted it up here. Right? I shorted it here and I'm over here and I'm like, it's still taking a dump. So I'm just going to leave it. So I started taking a dump and then more and more. And I was like, okay, and this green line right here, I actually put this green line. I was like, I'm going to take profits. This is a lot of money. And then I started to take more of a dump and it kind of evened out. And I was like, okay, I'm going to leave it overnight because the market wasn't so bad today, right? Where I'm getting to is, I personally think the stock market is just reacting over any kind of news. As well, there's softwares out there that are just playing with the algorithm, and I think I got it down to a T where in the mornings you're gonna know if it's gonna be really red or really green, and at the end of the day, it always tends to just drop. And again, I only choose about 5 to 10 symbols. I don't do every single company out there. I like to keep track of certain charts and I like to look at them every day. Obviously, I don't have time to keep an eye on all of them, so I only do 5 to 10, and Royal Caribbean is one of them. So I decided to leave the short overnight, which I don't know if it's a good idea or bad, but I have the feeling that tomorrow is going to be a bloody day for the stock market. You can't have 2 to 3 green days in a row. Personally, I mean, the chart's been telling me it's always been like 2 to 3 green days and then 2 to 3 red days. 2 to 3 green days, 2 to 3 green. So I left a little bit of the profit out and I have a little bit more money just in case if it is green. I plan to short it some more and wait till it comes down to really cover and take a nice decent amount of profit. Today, though, was one of the best days that I had in a long, long time. I'm talking, actually, the only time I had. I believe I almost 60% X my portfolio. 60%. I rode the ship up. I rode the ship up 30%, and I almost have 30% here. We'll see tomorrow, right? So I believe it's like 50%. 50% my freaking day trading account. Like, I don't want to tell you how much money I had in there, but it's definitely not $100 or $200, right? So I was super pumped. What I want to let you guys know, my strategy is mostly going and looking at news and then seeing how the market reacts to that news. And then I usually trade and take little profits here and there to equal out bigger profits, right? So I do, if I can get $500 or $700, I'm in and I'm out. I'm in and I'm out. But the stock market has been really weird because of the coronavirus. So I let this sit overnight, which I'll let you guys know on my Instagram how I did and what I pulled out. So I just kind of want to ask, what is your strategy in the stock market right now? Are you guys day trading? Are you guys just buying and holding until the stock market, gets back to where it was? Because it has been shown since 2001, 2008. It always exceeds of the drop. So like if it drops a couple of thousands of points, it always overpasses that. So if you buy and hold in, most likely you will come up winning. But what is your strategy? What are you buying, right? What are you buying? And are you day trading? And what are you day trading? Are you buying options? Are you buying calls? Are you buying puts? What are you doing? I just want to know what is the strategies that you guys are doing. Personally, I'm sticking to NRZ. I was sticking to AMD, but AMD hasn't been fluctuating as much as Royal Caribbean. Also, MGM has been a really good one for me. I shorted that down. And I made like $20,000 shorting that down, and then I wrote it a little bit on the way up. I kind of left it though because it's not fluctuating as much as other stocks out there. The one that's really fluctuating a lot for me is Royal Caribbean and NRZ as well. I believe which one? I have some trending tickers here. I mean, let me go back and look at this. I'm also shorting a lot of like traveling stocks and stuff like that, as well, like Hilton. So I just want to know what is your guys's strategy behind everything. I personally think if you're gonna buy and hold, it's not a bad idea. I believe the market is coming down to the bottom of it. I believe starting around the 18 and 19, with it's about one more week or so, the stock market will go back up. The reason why I think it'll go back up, and again, it's just my opinion. You guys can believe whatever, out there in the internet. This is just my opinion. I just want to also let you know I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just doing this and sharing my thoughts and sharing my video, right? What I've been doing that works. I think if you're going to buy and hold like Wells Fargo and JP Morgan or Bank of America or any companies like that, I think it's not a bad idea. You will make money on the long term. But in the short term, I am killing it because I'm riding the waves. I'm like I'm like a surfer in the ocean with the big tides. Right. So, yeah. So I just want to like find out what you guys are doing, because if you guys can share your thoughts with me, I share my thoughts with you, and hopefully we can make money together. Right. So other than that, guys, hopefully this video just kind of showed you my strategy a little bit. If it did, please give it a huge thumbs up. Drop me down in comments. I do comment back to everybody. And again, if you want to support our businesses, please visit goloprint.com and get yourself some business cards or flyers and get 18% off by using coupon code TEXT18. Other than that, see you tomorrow for day 10. And remember, don't go into the stock market on what you cannot lose, right? Prepare to lose just in case. So don't put your life savings in there. Don't put all the money you have in there, because you got to go in there like, I'm going to lose this money. If you make money, good. Take it out if you plan to, or leave it there and reinvest it. I love you guys. Thank you again for coming to day 8. See you tomorrow for day 9.